If you were to start a pest control business tomorrow, go back to Washington, D.C. Why you would leave here and go to D.C., I have no idea, but let's pretend that you do that. And I said, Tony, it's time to start another pest control company. You would forget scaling a commercial operation and you would go right residential.
Absolutely.
Would it be digital marketing would largely be what brings in the customers, or how would you do that?
Yeah, of course, there's always, once you get established and moving around, there's word of mouth, but absolutely 100% social media marketing, digital marketing. It's relatively inexpensive advertising. And you can reach not only so many people so quickly, but you can dial it down to zip codes and areas that you're looking to grow your market.
Yeah.
So it's almost like having a digital door knocker. They're knocking on the door, but they're inside the house knocking on the computer.
Yeah.
So absolutely. And I think you could grow a business rather quickly that way.
How much digital marketing did you guys do at Triple S prior to selling the business?
So we started out, we built a website, and then it was one of those things where you thought, oh, everybody's got to have a website, so let's just build a website.
Yep.
And then, of course, we know how useful that is. Social media, digital marketing was evolving. I didn't really know a lot about it. It's not what it is today. So we didn't do a great deal of it. You talked about hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things. I would have invested more time and energy into developing not just a website for someone to browse, but to be extremely user-friendly, client-friendly, and tie it into digital marketing.
Interesting. I'm still, I guess, in shock that, what did we call you, the king of, I'm trying to, what did we refer to you as?
The route king or something of that.
Oh, the king of route density.
Right.
Well, we were thinking about commercial. But I guess you'd still be focused on route density, right? Even on the commercial side. And maybe you can be even more precise with online marketing.
Well, we talked yesterday too, and go into residential. When we did commercial, we were essentially in 4 states,
Yep.
right? The DC metropolitan area as well as West Virginia. We talked yesterday, if we were to scale that down and go residential, I could stay in 1 state and I could treat 4 contiguous counties as little states if you want.
Yep.
Now I'm not in 4 states, I'm in 1 state, and I'm only in 4 counties. Before, when we grew the business, we were in 4 states and 50 counties.
Yep.
So now if I'm in 1 state and 4 counties, I mean, how much more precise can I be?
You guys had your Manassas office, you had your DC offices. You also went all the way out to Charlottesville, which I think you once referred to it. It used to be a small town, now it's a big, small city. What did you say?
Yeah, I said it was, at one time it was a big, small town, and now it's a small, big city.
Gotcha. Over the years, what I've seen is guys that go out to not necessarily rural areas, right, where there's 2 miles between homes, but homes, areas of the country that aren't major, like Washington, D.C. metro areas, things that we call tertiary markets. It seems like there's obviously much less competition, and you can get a lot of market share in those areas. Right. How do you think about like urban areas versus areas like Charlottesville, which I know it's different now, but decades ago when you guys got your start, I mean, it was a very different environment.
Yeah, the urban arena, it's saturated with competitors, but you move out to the Charlottesvilles of the world, not urban, but we'll call it suburban rural of that nature, but there are fewer competitors. But what you typically run into is there's going to be at least one of those competitors, not a national, but a local competitor, like Triple S was in the Manassas area. Everybody knew our company. So you're going to run into that. You go to a Charlottesville, and it could be Charlottesville, Virginia, it could be Charlottesville, name a state.
Yep.
There's going to be a competitor that doesn't own that market, but is branded in that market. And what I've learned and what I would use to my advantage this time is not to underestimate the power of that branding. And again, it goes back to what I said earlier about the residential loyalty. That loyalty runs deep. So if you're going to go into a marketplace like that, it's going to be slow going. It's going to be an uphill sled push to break in and do well. But once you do, you get rooted.
Well, how do you do that branding on a cost-effective basis? And how would you brand a residential business without spending a lot of money?
I just go back to the digital marketing, social media and digital marketing, and then get involved in the community. Get your name out in the community.
How? What would you do?
So get involved in local events that promote the community. Be one of the sponsors. Try to just get your name as much as you can in front of the community, in front of homeowners. Whether it be community events, concerts, festivals, those types of things don't garner business right away, right? You throw money into that and you're going to market. But get there and have a presence. Don't just be a sponsor, but be there and be able to be visible and get your material out.
Yeah.
in front of people, to people. Let them start to hear your name, know your name, and let it go from there.